Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Refia, and today I'm going to be showing us how to add IP addresses to the connection filter policy in the Microsoft Defender portal using PowerShell command. So ideally, I'll start with explaining what the connection filter policy is. The connection filter policy actually helps allow or block inbound SMTP email connections, that's email delivery from specific IP addresses. So it's either you're adding the IP addresses to your IP allowed list, or you are adding the IP addresses to the IP block list, right? Yeah. So now I would show us how to first add the IP addresses directly from the Microsoft Defender portal. How do you add the IP addresses to the connection filter policy? First, from the Microsoft Defender portal, then would now use the PowerShell command. So now the reason why you need to know how to use the PowerShell command to add IP addresses is because there are times when you'd not be able to add these IP addresses directly from the admin portal, either due to service incidents like we currently do have now. So let me share my screen and show you how to add this IP address from the Microsoft Defender portal. So I'm already signed into my Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So from your left hand side, just navigate to click on the admin icon so you can have your Defender, can sign in to the Defender portal. Click on show all. You scroll down to security. Yeah, that's the Microsoft Defender portal. Now we have our Defender portal up. So I'm just going to, from the left hand side of the navigation pane, just scroll down to email and collaboration, click on the drop down arrow. Then you scroll down to policies and rules. Right here we have the threat policies. Click on the threat policies. So you can see the policies we have here. You do have the anti-phishing, anti-spam, anti-malware. So we're going with the anti-spam policy. That's where you're going to find the default connection filter policy right here. So you can see the anti-spam inbound policy, connection filter policy, anti-spam outbound policy. So you go with the middle one, which is the connection filter policy. Now, from this page, you can see that I have an IP already here added to my IP allow list. We also have an IP that has been added to the IP block list. So for us to be able to modify these IP list, either by adding to the allowed list or the block list, you need to click on the edit connection filter policy. I'd like you to know that we have three key components for this default connection filter policy, which are the IP allow list, IP block list, and the save list. Now, when you click on the edit connection filter policy, you do have yeah. So now basically um to add the IP addresses to the allowed list. You can see always allow messages from the following IP addresses or address range. So it's possible for you to not just add a single IP address. You could also add an IP address, an IP address range, and I'll be showing us how to do that. So from here, let's say we're adding an IP of 192.168.1.2. So no, under normal circumstances, right, you're supposed to see a small text box right under here that you would click on, right? While you're typing, you're going to see that small text box here. When you click on that box, automatically it adds to this main text box that we're typing, and you just click on save. But you'll notice that that box is missing, right? That box is missing. So that means the IP address we've added now hasn't been saved. It hasn't been added. Now, in a scenario where you need to block an IP or you need to add an IP to the allowed list, what do you do? Would you say because you're able to add it here? Because if I click close, or if I come back and I click edit connection filter policy, you see that that IP 192.168 is not here. If you also do the same for the block list, let's assume you want to block the same IP address, it's also not going to be added because that text box is missing, right? It's missing. So what you need to do is just click cancel. This is the point where we get to use the PowerShell command to add the IP address to the either to the IP allowed list or to the IP blocked list. So now you need to search for Windows PowerShell, then run as an admin. Just click run as admin. Then so I'll need to reshare my screen so you can see my PowerShell command. Mm, so here we go. Good. So for us to run the PowerShell command, we need to first connect to the Exchange Online PowerShell module. Exchange Online, prompted to authenticate. Okay, just I have